Good morning, folks. Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan here. Yes, Jennifer E. Strachan, DBA LDAMS, LDAMS, the acronym for my firm, Legal Document Assistance and Multi Services. This morning I am live on Facebook. I'm doing my broadcasting live this morning, March 6th, Thursday, March 6th, 2025. Live on Facebook. Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan is on live on Facebook. So go tell your friends. Hello, everyone. Hello and hi, everyone. Tell your friends Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan is alive and in the land of the living and broadcasting live today, Thursday, March 6th, on Facebook. Not YouTube this morning, but Facebook. Um, I'm happy Facebook and YouTube are around to so I could do some of my very worthy work, my being dutiful, and Facebook and YouTube and various platforms I use on the internet are helpful for a lot of people who are, well, let me just say, working people, adults and workers who work and who've worked through the system and now have, we've come to find our space online. I know I have. I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, and I'm in my own space online on the internet on platforms where I have accounts. And so when I did my last podcast show, video podcast on, I believe, Monday's my Monday's podcast was done via YouTube. I was on YouTube, but today I decided let me uh, do alternative platform, which is today I'm on Facebook. So I'm doing a. This is Jennifer E. Strachan, DBA Legal Document Assistance and Multi Services, broadcasting live again live today on Facebook. And I know, excuse me, I am and I will be doing live business consultation. So again, today, this morning, this Facebook Live is for um, LDAMS is providing online business consultation. So I'm available for online business consultations. I'm not here to give legal advice. I cannot do such. Lawyers and attorney will be able to give anyone interested in legal advice or advice regarding what should you do in your cases, whatever cases you have going on in your lives. But this morning I am just doing my business consultations. I'll be doing helping those who need assistance with your businesses, because I know I've gotten many calls to my business number and email regarding your inquiries, the general public's inquiries. And so this is the reason why I've reached this point where I'm now open live on the internet, on Facebook, on YouTube, on my various platforms where I have accounts, where I, Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, do business and use and utilize for business purposes. I am now providing online business consultations, and of course, I am able to. If you need notary services, I can certainly do some do notarizations online, and please inquire within at 347-693-4437 or email me at jenniferestrachan.ldams@workmail.com with your inquiry. What do you need? What sort of assistance you need? And I will certainly get back to you and inform you whether I'm able to do, if I'm able to do either online or offline, because some services you do have to meet the client in person, and so either online or offline. But this particular live is for now for I'm doing at the moment is an online business consultation, LDAMS online business consultation. And Monday, I spoken about various numbers of things, and which came to my mind as they occur during the previous day or during the night, or I think a lot, and I work in a place where I must think, and so what I speak about needs to come. I need to be forthright and honest, not just with anybody else, but first with myself. And I know getting the word out, or speaking the truth and reporting about the truth matters, so that the culprits and the criminals and the ultra criminals, the newest and the oldest criminals can get caught in their own manners of their chosen ways of their own lives. So this morning, this business consultation, for this business consultation podcast and live, I'm speaking about content creators. There are many content, so-called, excuse me, they call themselves content creators, or there's a niche, or there's been, I'm not sure it's a niche, but there's now something because of the internet, people known as content creators. And a lot of people call themselves content creators without even having content for the things they create online, and what they speech about, they speech off online, and they don't have the content. They're not matching in their real lives. The content of their characters doesn't fit the things of which they speak. Even the words they use, I could tell, listen, I just spoke words, and is there an, so I know, I used to ask myself, is there an echo in here? But a lot of people have discovered there is indeed an echo in the echo chamber, in the ecosystem, and there is a terrible echo, and some people don't do justice in the ecosystem. They keep perpetrating frauds and doing the same old tied and tried, and I could see the culprits, and I could see the people who are doing authentic, real work, and I could see people who are being fraudsters and plagiarizing. So this morning, I am speaking about content creators, and I wrote a little note before to myself as I came on, because I just sometimes I come on and I speak ad lib, and sometimes I make a note to myself, so I remember to speak of everything I think I need to speak on and put in this live podcast. So, what sort of content creators steal from Jennifer Elizabeth Strahan's original, authentic works? It's fraudsters. It's plagiaristic fraudsters. That's who. And while fraudsters sell their thousands and millions to stupids, here I am, Jennifer Elizabeth Strahan. I have not that many, no clients and no customers, because surprisingly how stupid people are. Now, content creators are copying my works. They're copying Jennifer Elizabeth Strahan's speak and content. They're frauds. It's a crime. They're committing frauds, plagiarism. They're libeling, they're slandering, they're committing a fraud against a person's life. And to try and use a person's intellectual property, that is also a crime. But surprisingly, aside from that, the first stone being the fraudsters plagiarizing and frauding, the second stone is, surprisingly, the stupids that buy and read into and play into the hands of such fraudsters. They buy, B-U-Y, into the businesses of the fraudsters that are choking small business owners, such as I, Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, Jennifer E. Strachan, DBA Legal Document Assistance and Multi-Services. So, another question I have this morning, aside from what sort of content creators steal from Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan authentic works? The other question I have is, who are the markets, or when are the markets going to turn around and not play and play and play and play into the fraudsters? When will you understand truth? I am the truth. The truth is the truth. The truth is a fact and cannot be penciled away, penned away, erased away. Because when fraudsters speak, they don't have the content of Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan in them. So why are stupid followers of plagiarism buying into, and these people are selling? Stupid fraudsters, followers are buying what stupid fraudsters are selling. And that's surprising. You'd be surprised how stupid people are. So when are the markets going to turn around and not play, but be fair, F-A-I-R, to us taxpayers, such as Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan? It's very unfair. It's very unfair, and which has led me to being online now, promoting the fact is I'm in an online space where there are many businesses, and many 99.999% of those businesses are frauds. Content creators with contents, they're constantly plagiarizing and copying intellectual property. But when I look at you all, I look at all the fraudsters, I look at the intellectuals, they are not intellectuals. They have a narrative and a tale and a story, and stories, forever stories, and tales and narratives. And if I utter a word or I don't utter a word, they still make up nonsense and foolery. And surprisingly, but surprising how many stupids followers they have that buy into that junk. That is some junk. And surprisingly enough, stupid does as stupid is. Stupid is as stupid does. And I have a shop and I have 0 clients, 0 customers, because stupid is as stupid does. You'd be surprised at how many people are stupid, at how stupid many people are. And there's an injustice happening. An injustice is happening. And small business owners, small but educated, the fakes. I mean, I could see them snorting as junkies, and I'm not the person spilling untruths or I'm not laced with anything other than my truth. I'm not poisonous to the system, but I see them. They're like as junkies for my content, for my life, after my life, before my life. How can I even say such a thing? Before Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan life? But they're after my life as junkies, content creators, junkies. I look at them, I see them, and now I'm making it known what you all are. You all are content creators, junkies. content creator junkies. It's just as anything on the streets that where you see junkies, where I see junkies. And that's how it goes, and it went around just as that. Just like that. Content creators, junkies, snorting and pulling a word, not a word. A word and not a word. Pulling a word and not a word. Name, life, and business into foolery. And they're selling that junk. Junk. A lot of people are full of junk. Full of junk. They were fed, they're being fed, and they're eating, continuously eating and buying, B-U-Y-N-G, into the junk. And they're enriching. First of all, the first stone was enriching themselves in the taxpayer's pocket. Then they're enriching the fraudsters and the plagiarism and the plagiaristic pigs by B-U-Y-N-G into the plagiarism and the theft of intellectual property that's happening online and offline. It's more prevalent. It can be seen more now because the internet. Every time I see something in my feed, up and down my feed, I see people could see who's stealing. I could see who's stealing my content. And it's very upsetting. Somebody can, people, so stupid, how stupid people are, could try and make themselves happy and full of content, but their characters, their numbers, doesn't represent who the true meaning of who Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan is. So that's all lies within themselves. They don't represent who Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan is, where Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan came, the journey, and what Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan do. And could use my Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan own brain, and does use Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, uses Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan own brain to twat to twat those tots. Those are mass torts, and they don't have that in them, but they're elusive. I've heard people describe them as elusive because of how long they've been perpetrating fraud, thieving intellectual property, theft of intellectual property from lawyers and legal professionals such as myself. I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, and I have my own authentic, original, real content. I'm contented at heart. But when I read, and don't say don't come online. Don't say don't come in the building. Don't say don't come in America. Don't go, don't come. Don't say, don't lay down rules. Well, then you shouldn't know. It didn't solve don't come in America. And you all came into America and made your boo-boos. So nobody who has ever done that nonsense should ever be talking about don't come online, don't go online, don't come, don't go, don't say, don't ask. Nobody directs Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan name, life, and business when they have absolutely no right in a business in a life named Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan. And very important, they have no control in their own lives. They're constantly snorting. I mean, I see a woman in makeup. She's involved in, for instance, this is an example. I am doing my legal services, business services, advertising services, marketing services, notary services, and things I know, real substantive, learned, educated work here when I'm online and offline. Of course, I have my down moments, few minutes of rest, eat and sleep, yes, but online and offline, when I'm at work, I'm really at work, and I'm always in my brain. And there are the devils always trying to get into my head to feed themselves, because they're junkies. They are junkies For instance, so here is an example. I will say, I notice girls, them girls as they're known. Am I the only girl? No, I'm a grown woman, as a matter of fact. I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan. The year I was born, many of them missed the boat. They missed the ship. But I see them selling their makeup, they're selling their wares, and they're constantly pulling in my content into their junkieisms. We're not the same people. I'm not anybody else. None of everybody else isn't Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan. And people ought to be able to live with themselves the way they are, making mistakes or not. But when you make your mistakes, you clean up after yourselves. I'll say again, people should look at me when looking and seeing. They should look and see Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan as who Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan is. Daughter of born Grenadian Dora Strachan and Christopher Aloysius Strachan. Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan is a born Grenadian U.S. resident citizen. Yes, educated in both Grenadian studies and in U.S. studies. And so those that are looking and are snorting as junkies should see Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan for and as who Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan is, and not for what and who they want Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan to be, or to sound like, or look like, or be like, or to do for them, which is not within the scope of Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, brain or blood. Because I could go far. I've come far. But it's only so much I could go. Only so far anybody could go. There's only so much I could do. And that's all a lot. It's big. It's huge. It's rich. It's too rich. They're too enriched for themselves. And all of that, I chuckle. Because surprising how stupid the followers that follow in their millions and thousands and millions, they follow. But it's surprising how stupid they are. And when it comes to look to me, it wants to be a junkie, nibbling to get content to go on its platform, on its Instagram account, LinkedIn account, wherever, Twitter account, wherever they have accounts, their own personal accounts and business accounts, and then act as who they're not. Something very wrong is happening, and it must be pointed out. And all of these freaks, all of those freaks are being mentioned now again and pointed at because they're doing theft of intellectual property, plagiarizing and frauding not just the person who they're stealing content from, but they're frauding and cheating the general public at large, which is so surprising, and maybe it's good. Let the fraud, the followers and the buyers, BUYers, are stupid. The stupid, let them feel that pain of being swindled, and then they're gonna have to find an attorney who's gonna charge them for attorney services. So I watch stupid being stupid all the time, buying, BUYNG, from businesses that are fraudsters, doing theft of original content of people's intellectual property content, such as myself. I see it and I report about it. And I chuckle, but I report about it. Because it must be said. It must be reported. It must be said. What's happening is wrong. Putting on makeup on a face and getting and having words in your hand, in your mouth, that has no right. You have no right having such words, Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, just orated or authored in your mouth while you're speaking about makeup or your sex products or any such things. It looks stupid on you. You all look stupid with all that makeup on, and I know I'm chuckling now because I know somebody who has mentioned that about you all. A man in his and he's right. In his content, he's always telling y'all, take that makeup on and then talk to me, because apparently y'all have been plagiarizing him too. So I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, and I'm doing the math, my own math and my calculations. And when you also, I'm telling y'all, well, y'all get on your platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you all, frauds, degenerates, take that makeup off and speak to original content life named Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, because my life is not for your takings. I am alive and I own and operate a business for my own survival means. And this name has value and worth, is worthy than just having junkies that are involved in sex, whether it's sexual business or makeup. To me, it's all one and the same. Sex business and makeup. Sex business and selling makeup is, to me, it's the same things doing the same thing in the same boxes, if you know what I mean. A lot of y'all wouldn't understand, because what you have in the box is up to the same tricks as what it follows. But this must be said. Don't hate the player or the non-player. Hate yourselves for messing your lives and messing on your own selves. Don't come for my content. Don't stay there and grab at my content. You look as junkies. On one hand, you have all of my content, all of a person who you're plagiarizing, you're doing intellectual property theft from in your mouth. And on the other hand, there you are, full of your contents that doesn't represent the words of which you speak. This is very, very obnoxious. And a lot of y'all have kids and all that junk. And that's a stark, naked fact that is undisputable. Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan doesn't have that. I'm saying I'm happy not having what I could have had, but I know from yours reaction of the fact that you're so messy that I did good for my life, not having kids or sheep or goats. But I do have myself. And if my father asked me, did I eat? Well, I have one mouth. This one eye person, one eye have one mouth. And I must feed and clothe and shelter and do more than your kids that came in last night. I should not. I don't know, but somebody mentioned something about you have to wait on the system, quote unquote, excuse me. Wait on what system? For what? Is it the expectation? Was it the expectation that as y'all birthed in America that a one person should have waited for y'all? Who the hell are you all? Who the F are you all? The F you are? Sarcastically enough, the F you are? Not the FBI in America. Y'all are the F you are. The F you are. And as my father, Christopher Loisier Strachan, said sarcastically, So if the FBI and the CIA see me there, what they gonna do? They're gonna arrest me? Because who the F are you all? The system made the system and still making the system. Had it last night and today and tomorrow, enlarging and increasing the system, what is called the system, because it's a population of a mess. So who the hell are you all? And your responses is going to get a sarcastic rhetoric from Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan is going to say, the F you are? Certainly not the FBI or CIA. When you have respect for yourselves, then only then can you have respect for anyone. And it's obvious you all don't have respect for yourselves. And so therefore, Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan is doing computation in own brain. So the F you are. Whatever, whoever you all think you all did and doing and you all think you all are, the F you are. Don't hate the player. Again. And further than don't hate the player, don't hate the non-player. The person who isn't playing with y'all, playing that game, have any game growing in America. Don't hate the player and don't hate the player who isn't playing. Don't hate anyone who isn't playing. Don't hate the non-player. Don't hate the child who's got my own. Don't hate the child who's got my own. God bless the child who's got own. Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan certainly have own through own efforts since coming and immigrating to America. And so when y'all went around in a tizzy and goes around in a tizzy, up and down and in and out, with y'all sexual infidelities, and because of y'all sexual infidelities taboo, your businesses reeks of taboo. Shame and embarrassment, trying to twist and turn into things that does not conform or fit anybody who you all have ever tried to make and put that amount of scam on. You know, I mentioned the fact is I migrated from America. I came into America and things were bubbling, apparently. Bubbling. So I came into America and met things that way. And I'm going to dead and die, D-I-E, and leave things that way. Oh, did you all want me to wait while I should fix it before I go? How many is it? And do I have rights? Do I not have the right to do my own name, life, and business? What do you all think? What are y'all gonna say? Huh? What do y'all feel like saying and doing? Y'all have more coming? Because since I've been around, I have noticed it's nonstop. And it's all y'all's. I have my one self. So now y'all see, y'all keep looking and seeing the ridiculousness of your lives and still trying to grab at my one eye brain, one life content to fill your needs as you go about purchasing and buying, following stupids, ramping up the monies stupid content creators are earning and making just because stupid followers are following them and not the truth. Not accepting the truth. Because they can't handle the truth. It's so I was told. But you know what? They must handle the truth. Because what are they going to do? Erase a person's life and take on and have fake, have a lies, as they have made themselves lie and try to lie me. But there's only so much you can push a lie. You can make your lies and tell your lies, but you cannot tell a lie to Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan. You cannot make Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan believe your lies. You can make the horse, make the sheep, make the kid. Push, you all push. But you cannot make it think. You tried pushing to Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, pushing your ish on Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, playing that game. You all are playing, and having ish. But you can't make Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan think that way, or be that way, or act that way. That is against the law of Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, very lawful being. It's against any person's right to live lawfully and peaceful, and own peaceful intellectual property. Dwell in the house one made for oneself lawfully. You are made and making more. I heard there's more coming every year, every day. There's more in the hospitals coming in to do the same nonsense and push it against who? But it shall be for all, for zero. Because I'm doing computation here, and the truth shall set Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan free. Y'all can make your horses, make your kids, but you cannot. Those are horses. You can lead it to where? But at the other end of the spectrum, you cannot make it think. And you cannot make Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan feed into your thinking and your theft of intellectual property and your plagiarism. Because Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan is the truth. And the only way for Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan out of that darkness and dark pool is Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan's own way of real life. Not to take up that darkness. There's nothing there. There's nothing within your darkness. And so you all must return what you all stole, what was given to y'all to raise things that have now been discovered to be the worst things in America. Domestic terrorism. Listen to the radio, watch the TV news, listen to the news on the radio. It's y'all did that. Y'all didn't create Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, and Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan didn't create none of y'all. The contents of your characters are the worst. And is not affiliated with Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan name, life, and business, and where Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan came from, and where Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan is at in Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan's own life. Could never happen. The things you all wish and dream and hope to do against the rights to Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan has to Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan have. You all shall fail again. You all shall fail again, and rightfully so. Because who you all think you all are, what you all think you all have going on, the F you are. Surprisingly how stupid people are. Who y'all think y'all are, and what y'all think y'all doing and gonna do to which one, and who y'all been what's wrong with you all? Nobody ever gave you all a life to go about and make your content and sell to a crowd of fools, stupid fools who can't even see their own way. And you're strangling single business owners such as Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, DBA Legal Document Assistance and Multi-Services. And that has to stop. It must stop. It must end. I'm alive and well at the moment, but only God knows I can't see what's behind there, what's hidden in the dark. But when I listen to the news, I know you all have done nothing good and correct in America since y'all migrated to America. Because when I hear the reads of those names and those crimes, I know it's not affiliated, it's not related, it's not a relationship in the life of Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, and I wouldn't ever want to have such dealings, such fraudsters and thieving intellectual property from me. And therefore, because of such theft, my account, I'm a taxpayer who has no money. What foolishness is that? And the job market is so wrong and full of nepotism and incest. They're hiring who they know, and it's not who you know, it's who know you, and all of that junk. Foolery. And so if I hear anything in the box should ever cry out and call out, I've called out my name from where they're messing, I would say, who the hell you all think you all are? What you all think you all doing? What you all think you all did? Who you all think you all are? The F you are.